Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my June beauty favourites. That's it, half the year done, gone, finished. Someone tell me where summer is now, because I know it ain't in London. Apparently we have had the wettest June for the past 20 years. It has rained every single damn day, but it's not been cold, it's just been muggy and humid and disgusting. So at the moment there's sun outside, but if you look on the ground there's also rain there. Rainbows galore, but hey, that's not helpful for people whose hair has to stay tied up because of this shitty weather. But anyway, so June come and gone, July is here. Anyway, so there's quite a few things that I've been loving this month, and I'm going to go through all of them. A few of them I've already done reviews on them, and I will link obviously the reviews for you guys below so that you can check them out in a bit more detail, so that I don't drag you down and bore you down in this video when you've already seen that one. I will link everything below for you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is something that was in last month's video, and it is still a favourite because I've been using it continuously. I'd say 98% of June I use this every day, and it is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. This, as I said in that video, is very, very good value for money and very, very good quality and excellent. And I love the fact that you've got a variety of warm and cool contour shades ranging from light to dark. And then you've got a really nice shimmery highlight shade, which again, I've still not used. I don't know why. I just keep forgetting. And then you've got some nice setting shades and highlighting shades, etc. Next one is an oldie, which I've whipped out after I've had it for quite a while. And that is the Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation. I bought this when I was in Canada in 2014. Yes, it says 12 months, throw it away. I know I'm not the only one who does those kind of things. It doesn't smell, and therefore if it doesn't smell and the quality of the texture and everything is still the same, I'm still going to use it. I'm not going to throw it away. This weren't cheap, by the way, even if I did buy it in dollars. I bought this in Sephora when I was in Canada in October 2014. I might actually be going back again this year for my cousin's wedding. Who knows? I will let you guys know, obviously, if I do. Meet and greet, maybe. Yeah, so I have been loving using this one again because, as I said, the weather has been so humid. It means that my skin, which is normal to combination, has been a lot more shinier than it normally is. And this one really does keep the shine at bay. This is my favourite, hands down, foundation for people with oily skin. If you've got really oily skin, you will really benefit from this. I literally do not get shiny at all, and I have, like I said, normal to combination skin. So by all means, look into this. This is a great foundation to use in the summer for a lot of people, or for every month of the year if you have got oily skin, because it doesn't make a difference obviously what time of year it is. Your skin is oily all the time. So yeah, I've been loving this one. Another product I've been loving, and I think the only people that would have seen this is my Snapchat family, who I would have shown this as soon as I got it. And if you follow me on Instagram, it is useful to follow me on those two other places, because I generally always do unboxings and show things that I've got straight away, especially Snapchat, because obviously I don't always have the chance to set up everything and make a video, and then certain things you won't see, certain things you will say, blah blah blah. Anyway, this is Illamasqua's Beyond Powder, and it's basically a highlighting powder, and it's in the shade called OMG. Oh my god, this is like OMG. I was going to think of another word and I couldn't think of another word. This is flipping amazing. I love this. Selena, my pal, Miss Beauty Addict on YouTube, she picked this up for me. I just love it. It is so soft and so finely milled. Even just touching it, like there's a... I feel like a bit of a perv the way I'm touching it, but it feels so good. It's just so soft. And it is just so silky. I actually don't have any highlighter which I can compare this to. And it looks like that. It is a kind of an ivory, a very soft ivory shade. When you apply it to the skin, it blends into your skin like, I can't even describe it. I mean, I don't understand what Beyond Powder means. It means it's a powder, but more than a powder, I'm guessing, like beyond that, you know, that sort of thing. And it's just, the way that it blends in is so seamless. That was it. I didn't even need to do much blending. Can you see that on the skin? And I think this will definitely suit all skin tones from light to medium to dark. Now, I've only done a very light swatch on my hand, and I have worn this quite a few times. This has to be my favourite highlighter of the month. The Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliners. This is ACDC. I've been using this loads this month. I've been using it on my lower inner lash line, which, as I've said to you guys, is my favourite way of applying glitter to my eyes. I've been obsessed with doing it recently. I've done it in tutorials. I've done it when I go to work, because let's say you want to wear glitter to work, but you don't want to put like too much glitter on because it's not like work appropriate. Tiny little bit right here is enough just to brighten up your eyes. I think I've actually got all of these now. I may have to do a separate video on these because I have steadily been buying one until I actually had all of them, and I have not looked back. I absolutely love this, but definitely this month is ACDC, this beautiful lavender purple shade, which I've been loving. Another product that I've been loving, and I mentioned this in the info bar of the video when I reviewed this, about the Becca Champagne Collection eyeshadow palette. Now obviously I filmed that review before she announced that Becca were going to be scrapping it, gave all these nonsense reasons. I didn't necessarily agree with them. I thought it was all very fluffy and flaky and whatever. However, I was one of the lucky people that actually did get a very good quality palette of this. So I have to say that I have really been loving using this month, because it's not a lie. I know that there were loads of people who returned theirs, and then obviously there were loads of people who weren't able to get them because Becca decided to pull them because apparently they were subpar, sub-quality. And if you look on the back of the box, it's made in China, whereas all the rest of Becca's products are made in the US, and they went for the cheaper option of going to a cheap-ass factory and therefore came out with a cheap-ass product. This one, however, I was lucky. It came out to be very, very good. So I'm very happy with this, and I've been using this consistently over the past month. And I thought that I'd stay on that whole same vein of Becca Jaclyn Hill. I have really been loving this face palette from the Champagne Collection, and I've been using it quite a lot. I'm actually using Champagne Pop on my cheekbones today. I've actually mixed it with something else, but we'll get into that later. So this is what it looks like. You get Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, and then you get 3 blushes along the top as well. Now this is limited edition. I believe it is sold out online on Sephora at the moment. They may re-release it. They do random little re-releases here and there until they have literally saturated the entire market full of Champagne Pop. Now I have been really loving this. Don't get me wrong, this is an amazing, amazing palette. Very good quality, very good value for money, awesome packaging. I will link my review to this below. I am going to mention in this video my slight gripe with Becca, and a little bit Jaclyn Hill as well. More so Becca than Jaclyn Hill, because Jaclyn Hill is, she's just, her name is attached to it. I'm not sure how much she's involved with production and marketing and sales and that sort of thing. Now, I'm filming this video, it is the 2nd or the 3rd of July. Now yesterday, stroke the day before, it was shown online that Becca are going to be releasing split pans. And what that means is it's in the same shape and box like type packaging as their blushes, with just slight different colouring on the packaging. And inside it is half a highlighter and half a blusher. Now you can get half Champagne Pop and half Amaretto, for example, and half Prosecco Pop and half Flower Child, and they've done about 5 or 6 of these. What pisses me off about this is, if you knew that this was going to be coming out, which you did, do not lie, I work in marketing, I work in a business. I, for example, start to prep my work for something that is going to be launching in 18 months. You do not do a launch and announce something the day before and then say, oh, we didn't know. You knew about it. And I think that it's really unfair that there were people out there who were forced to buy this. For example, me, I've already got 2 Champagne Pops. I really did not need a 3rd. Now, for me, it would have been useful to maybe buy one of those split pans, which are $38. And that way I would have just had Prosecco Pop and one other blusher. And it's nice to be able to give people that option as well. Don't say something is limited edition and then a couple of weeks later you come out with something else and say that's limited edition as well. I think everyone's sick to death of Champagne Pop, to be honest. Come out with something new. Either that, or if you're having something which is called a Champagne Collection, you should release that entire collection as one collection, not bit by bit by bit by bit, and then say, oh, this was a surprise, I just got it in the post 2-3 days ago. Yeah, but your name is attached to it, so surely you would know about it more than 2-3 days ago. So there are going to be loads of people who obviously wanted this but weren't able to get this, who will now go and get that. And I'll be honest, I still think this is better value for money. This is better value for money. This cost me in English pounds £37. Now I know in the UK it costs more, but remember I bought mine from Sephora, so mine was converted from the dollars, which is like 50 something dollars. Now $38 for 2 products, and this cost me £37. And the pound is stronger than the dollar. Even after Brexit, it's still stronger than the dollar by a little bit. I'm going to leave the rest for you guys to make up your mind before I get into a more annoying rant than I should be getting into. I don't normally get into rants on my channel as much as I used to when I was younger. I kind of hold my mouth shut. I leave that for Snapchat. Another thing that I've been loving this month is the Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star. I've done a review on this. I've also done more than one tutorial using this. I love it. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me do loads and loads of different looks with this. So for those people out there that are worried that, oh, you know, it's got so many bright colours and this and this and this. No, you can come out with hundreds of different looks. I have. So follow me on Instagram so then you can see for yourself. Plus, I will link both my tutorials using this below for you guys to watch as well. But I've really been loving this. Now, keeping to Jeffree Star, is this bugging anybody else that this is not symmetrical and this is bothering me? Stay straight. I have slight anxiety when it comes to keeping things straight. Is that a little bit OCD of me? I don't mean to take the piss out of people who genuinely have OCD, but that's just how I am. King Tut highlighter from Jeffree Star. I've got all 4 of his highlighters, but this is definitely the one that I've reached for the most this month. And I think you guys will agree that most of you that do have this or are planning on getting one of his highlighters will more than likely go for this. It's a beautiful golden shade. It's very, very pigmented, very full on, very highlight on fleek. And I've been loving this quite a lot. I will link my review to this below, which is the same review as the Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette. 2 of his Velour liquid lipsticks I've been loving this month as well is the shades Rose Matter and Gemini. I have done a lip swatches video and review on these 2 as well as Mannequin and Rich Blood, which I will link for you guys below. Mannequin and Rich Blood I've only used once or twice, so I wouldn't necessarily call them a favourite. I don't hate them, but I love these 2 even more. Okay, next is Anastasia, as her name is actually properly pronounced, but I say Anastasia because I just do. The lip gloss set, the summer mini lip gloss set. I've been loving using this month. I've done a makeup tutorial, which I used the Modern Renaissance palette, the Sun Dip Glow Kit, and one of these lip glosses, which I'll link for you guys below. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me wearing this with liquid lipsticks as well as wearing them on their own. Very, very good value for money, limited edition just for the summer, and only available, as far as I'm aware, on Anastasia Beverly Hills website direct. Of course, the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills shouldn't be much of a surprise to you guys. I'm actually wearing this on my eyes again today, except on my lid I'm wearing Colourpop's Sequin. I will link my Instagram post to this makeup look below so you guys can click on it and see the breakdown, because I literally always list everything that I use on my face on my Instagram posts. So I've really been loving this. I will link the review and makeup tutorial using this below as well. The cover again is starting to get a lot more grey than it is pink because it's dirty. It's felt type velvet dirtiness. And I've also been loving the glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which was released for the summer, and this one is called Sun Dipped. This one, out of all 3 of them, I know a lot of you guys have asked me, so I'll mention it in this video. This one is my favourite out of all 3 of them. It was difficult. There is a very cool tone one, that called Gleam, which is again very cool toned. I don't tend to reach for it that often because it's very pink. I don't always wear pink. And well, I do, but even then I'm still wearing warm toned pinks. And then there is the other one, what's it called? That Glow? It's called That Glow. That one's alright as well. It's not bad, but this one is definitely geared more towards darker skin tones. Now I sit smack bang right in the middle of medium. Right in the middle. I'm not fair, I'm not dark, I'm right there. I'm an NC40 by MAC. I love the fact that you've got 2 different types of golds, a warm and a cooler toned one. Then you've got a pink as well as one called bronzed, which one is that I will use on my eyelids. But when it comes to my darker skin tone ladies, this will look amazing on you. Alright, last few things I'm going to show you. I managed to get my hands on one of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops, and the shade I got mine in is in Candlelight. Now, I do want to say that I love this because obviously I put it in my favourites video. I am actually wearing it on my cheekbones and everywhere else today, but I've had to set it with Champagne Pop. This is actually a little bit dark for me. Now, I know some of you have asked me to buy them, review them. Listen, man, they're sold out everywhere. When I get a chance to get my hands on one of the other ones, I will consider it. I will not necessarily buy it because it's £34 flipping pounds. And I think you guys seem to forget I pay for this stuff myself. So when you ask me to buy something, to do a review so that you can see whether you want it, you kind of need to think before you ask that kind of question, because it is a little bit rude. It is my money I'm spending. Ain't no one sending it to me for free. So I bought this one because it was the only one available, because they're sold out everywhere. And I will quickly show it to you. But if you are my skin tone, to be honest, it is a little bit dark. When I say a little bit, it's not too dark, but it is a little bit too dark for me. And I will need something a little bit lighter. But I think this one will look nice mixed into my foundation. But as a highlighter, it's just a tad too dark. I can use it on my eyelids as well. It's not a problem. £34 though, flipping hell, that's a lot of money. Especially because quite a lot comes out of these pipettes. Alright, last two things are from MAC. Let me do that again. This is from the Chris Chang collection. Let's be honest, it was all about the packaging. It was all about the packaging. The collection itself was just like, yeah, but the packaging was just like, oh my god, I have to have it. I actually got 3 things from this collection, but one really wasn't a favourite because it's a pink matte eyeshadow, which I don't tend to use on a daily basis. But I got a lipstick and I also got the translucent powder. And look at the packaging on this. Probably the best packaging I've ever come across from MAC, in my opinion. And this is a Prep and Prime transparent finishing pressed powder. So even though this collection wasn't like, oh my god, amazing, oh wow, like loads of amazing new products, this is something that I have been using because it is one of their Prep and Prime translucent powders. I'd never used one of their translucent powders, so I thought this was a good opportunity to finally try it. I do love it, it is great, and obviously the packaging just sells it to me. I'm so never getting rid of this. I'm so gonna have to put like another blusher in it at some point. And then I also got one of the lipsticks. Again, the packaging is amazing, and this shade is called Devilish, and it is a bright Barbie pink. I do have to mix this with a darker lip liner to make this work. I also used it the other day with blushing lip gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which worked really well as well. So I have been loving this quite a bit as well. So that's it. That's all I can say. I don't think there is much else to say. I'll have a haul coming up soon. I have a My More box order coming over to me, and in there is some of the Amrezy liquid lipsticks from Lipland, which I wanted to try some of her newer ones. The Colourpop contour sticks, the new contour sticks, I got 4 of them. And their new metallic liquid lipsticks, I ordered some of those. And also some of the Makeup Geek foiled duochrome limited edition eyeshadows. So I will hopefully be showing those to you guys soon. Other than that, if you celebrate Eid Mubarak, for whether this video goes up before Eid or after Eid, I hope that you have had a wonderful time and Ramadan has been easy for you guys. For those of you that don't celebrate, I hope that you're amazing and you're cool anyway. And I hope that July actually finally brings us in some bloody summer. I could do with some summer around here. I need a bit more of a tan. I'm only half tan, like driving arm tan, but I don't have like a nice glowy tan. I just have a fake one with like all this makeup. That's how I get my tan. Anyway, I hope you guys are great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!